Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about one sample t-test. So this is the outline. There are three agenda points. What is one sample t-test? What are the assumptions of one sample t-test? And we will discuss one case study. So what exactly the one sample t-test is? In one sample t-test, we have only one group, or you can say the sample, want to test the mean value of the group against a hypothetical mean. That hypothetical mean is also known as the test value. So in one sample t-test, what we do, the mean value of the sample and the test value, we compare these two values. Now what are the assumptions of one sample t-test? The data should be continuous. So the data should be in metric scale, means either our data should be in interval scale or ratio scale. The data should follow the normal probability distribution. So our data, the collected data should form the normal distribution curve, or you can say that the bell-shaped curve. The sample is a simple random sample from its population. So we must adopt the simple random sampling method to collect the data, so that each and every element should get equal chance to be selected. So these are the assumptions of one sample t-test. Now we'll consider one case study. What is the case study? Indian Oil has developed a formulation with increased use of ethanol in petroleum products, which increase engine efficiency with less harmful emissions. 30 cars were test driven with and without the ethanol, and the number of kilometers per liter were recorded. The earlier trial, means without ethanol, shows that the mean number of kilometers per liter was 12. Indian Oil wants to know, is there a significant difference in the mean number of kilometers due to use of ethanol in petroleum products? So we are considering here level of significance is 5%. So on the basis of these information of the case study, we have converted into a topic. So what is our topic? Effect of use of ethanol in petroleum products, a study of mileage in cars. So, and on the basis of this topic, we have designed two objectives. The first one is to study the mileage of cars in kilometer per liter after use of ethanol in petroleum products. Second is to compare the mean value of mileage of cars with a test value, that is 12 kilometer per liter. So this mean value is without ethanol. 12 kilometer per liter is without ethanol. Now on the basis of these objectives, we formulated our hypothesis. Null hypothesis is what? There is no significant difference in the mileage of cars after the use of ethanol in petroleum products. Statistically, you can write like this also, H naught, then mu is the mean value, is equal to 12. So without ethanol it was 12, and with ethanol also it will be 12. That is our null hypothesis. There is no difference. In alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference in the mileage of cars after the use of ethanol in petroleum products. So H1 mean value is not equal to 12. So there will be a change. So these are two assumptions, hypothesis we have. Now on the basis of that, we have to collect the data and we have to analyze the data. Now we have already collected our data, you can see here. So this is the mileage with ethanol. We have taken the data of 30 cars, you can see here. So these are the mileage of cars we have recorded here. Now we'll import that data into SPSS. Now how to import the Excel data into SPSS? You go to file, then open data, then our data is in desktop, so we'll go to desktop. Then it is in one sample t-test, so we'll click here. Here it is in .sav format. Our data is in Excel format, so we'll click here. Now we got our data, Indian Oil, and we'll open it. Now okay. Now we have received our data here. So in the variable view, you can see here mileage with ethanol, data view this. Now we'll go to analyze. Then the use of t-test is to compare the means. So here you can find here, that is the one sample t-test. We click one sample t-test. We'll take the data on the right hand side. Now what is our test value? Without ethanol it was 12 kilometer. So on that value we'll test the mileage with ethanol and then we'll keep it okay. So now you can find here. So these are the values. So in one sample statistics you can see here, this is the sample size, n is equal to 30. This is the mean value, this is the standard deviation, and this is the standard error. Now here you can see here the one sample t-test at test value 12. Now directly we will go to the significant value. Here you can see the significant value. So the significant value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05, because we have tested at 5% level of significance. So it is less than 0.05, so the null hypothesis is rejected and alternative hypothesis is accepted. Okay, this is the meaning. Now how we should report this data? You can see here. The significant value of one sample t-test is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So it has sufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Hence H1 means alternative hypothesis is accepted. It means there is a significant difference in the mileage of cars after the use of ethanol in petroleum products. Also from the mean value we can see the mean value after the use of ethanol is 16.60. Without ethanol it was 12. So there is an increase in the mileage of the car. So our H1 is accepted. Thank you very much.